Hi everybody. Today we are going to do a Bible study about the Beatitudes. Is in Matthew 5 verse 1 to 12, and is actually a sermon on the mountains. Jesus was talking about. So here we begin. I'm going to read first where it starts. The action starts on the mountainside. So we usually see Jesus going pretty much is at the Sea of Galilee, but this time he is on the mountainside. So now when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him and he began to teach them. So we know that Jesus is a teacher. He was a teacher, he is a teacher, and he always was teaching people, teaching his disciples, explaining to disciples what was going on, and teaching people that they would know like things from the life, from the real life. So now he's teaching the Beatitudes. He said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." So I asked God, what is poor in the spirit? And this is in the New Testament, all the translations, what I have is in Greek. So poor in the spirit means we don't have sins. We don't have so many sins which attach, to people through the open doors they have. They open doors to the bad spirits to come in. So I would say like less sin they have. They're not like murderers, adulterers and stuff like that. And they try to portray here that they have less sin, or more clean, I would say, in the spirit. For there's the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn the one that they lost family member, maybe their child, their parent, on somebody was very loved to them, maybe husband or wife. They're blessed because why they're blessed is somebody who mourns is blessed. Most of the time you don't think that you're blessed. You're blessed because Jesus is there and brings angels. Why is blessing coming? For they will be comforted. People, they don't have God. They don't know about Jesus. How they get comforted? It's hard. Nobody can comfort them. Nobody. People, they can come around because their soul is so torn apart, and they are suffering. I just say for loss. It could be mourning for something else. Lost a job. I think anything that's a loss or some kind of incidents happen, and they mourn. And they are blessed because they will be comforted. They will be. It says here they will be. If you know Jesus, you'll be comforted whenever the situation is, okay? Blessed are the meek. It's more like meek is more like humble, for they will inherit the earth. Why? Because they know how to deal, like they're humble. They are not. They don't have pride with them, and inherit the earth is easy for them because people gather around them. They like to be around them. They're humble. They are easygoing people. Okay. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. If you want to be a righteous person and you are wanna everything to be right, like not like being compulsive disorder, like always cleaning, always, not like that, and always have the right word to say. It's not like that. Righteous, to be right with God, is what it says here. Their hunger and thirst for righteousness, to be right with God, with what He has to say, with what you have to do for God. For they will be filled. So what they're going to be filled with? With righteousness. Their hunger and thirst for righteousness, they will be filled with righteousness. Because they're looking for that, they're going to find it, right? Blessed are the merciful that they have mercy on people. They help them. Mercy, they forgive them. They're merciful in any situations. They forgive people. They're merciful. For they will be shown mercy. You forgive, you be forgiven. That makes sense? Let's keep going. Blessed are the pure in heart. What does it actually mean, pure in heart? I know the pure in heart pretty much is God and Jesus, but here says, blessed are the pure in heart. It's pretty much to have the character of God, to see things through His eyes. And also, look at the next, it says, for they will see God. Because they have tend to have the character of God. They're doing God's work and everything what God says and all what is right to do. And they become pure in heart. They will have the character of God and they will see God. Wow. Verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers. I know I was going to say pacemakers. It's not the pacemakers. It's the peacemakers. The one... Sorry about that. I have medical terminology in my head, sorry. Blessed are the peacemakers. Who are the peacemakers? The one always are seeking to make peace with others. They don't want to be in a bad, relations. They want to have peace with everybody, even with the one who doesn't have peace with them, They want to be at peace with everybody else. And then they try to make peace among others. Like, oh no, you shouldn't say that. You should say this and you do this, You should be kind and nice. So what if he says bad words to you? You should be kind, You cannot pay bad with, with bad or evil with evil. You should show that you are a person of God. You serve God. So those are the peacemaker. They want to make peace among others, among themselves, with others. They're always looking for peace, to make peace with everybody else and everybody else around them. Look who they are, for they will be called children of God. They will call children of God. They are children of God because they always try to make peace. Verse 10. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness. Nobody wants to be persecuted, but sometimes we have situation, even in the United States, people get persecuted, but outside the United States, in different countries, they get persecuted because they wanna be righteous. Because of their righteousness, they get persecuted. And then what Jesus says here, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Because they get persecuted for being righteous. They want to do all what is about the business of God, everything what they want to do right, but they get persecuted. But Jesus says here, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Wow. Verse 11, blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Because of who? Me? Jesus is talking here. Because of him. people will insult, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil things against because of Jesus, because you are serving Jesus. Wow. But you're blessed because all those happen. Why? Verse 12, the last verse. Rejoice and be glad. It's hard. You have because you endure all that coming from the evil side through people to persecute you, insult you, and falsely probably accuse you and come against you. You should be rejoice and be glad. And then the example is done much further on, and Paul took this, and they were like rejoicing when they got put in jail with the cuffs around his ankles and arms and all that, and they're starting praising God, and all of a sudden the jail door got open. Like everybody could hear, like they're not mourning and they're not crying and God, take me out of here. They're praising God. They exactly what they did. They rejoice and be glad. They were praising God. They were singing. They were praying for others. They were like lifting everybody up. And because great, we go back in rejoicing and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. So you will not endure for nothing. You get rewarded in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. And not just that, they got Jesus, they crucified him, right? And it happened before, and he doesn't say, well, it may not stop here, will happen in the future. But endure it, because there's great reward waiting in heaven for you. Wow. So with this, we conclude our Bible study for the day. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoy it. Okay, have a nice day. Bye now.